Did it feel different?
Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. You know, it's something new. It's something different. The crowd were absolutely amazing. You know, as loud as they were, and it's one of the louder crowds I've ever played in front of. But they were quiet at the right times. So it was respectful. Yeah, very respectful, which surprised me. You know, because I assumed that they watch the TV and they just they follow what they see, and they didn't. They did their own thing, and I don't think the Premier League, from a dart player's point of view, could hope for a better setting than the Dutch crowd doing their own thing. You know, why follow someone else? You know, they did their own thing.
Next chapter in the circles of the.
I think so. Yeah. You know, I don't see why there's not 2 or 3 more Premier Leagues over here next year. Obviously, we've got to walk with tiptoes and test the water and see how the Dutch fans and the Dutch crowds like the darts. You know, I knew this sold out in 45 minutes, so I'm guessing there's quite a demand.
How's with your concentration with such a crowd? Is it difficult for you?
No, not at all. It's easier. You know, because obviously we're in front of a Dutch crowd. I haven't got a clue what they're saying most of the time. So, although it's supposed to be funny, but all laughing and joking aside, the Dutch players don't understand a lot of what the British crowd are saying. So, if anything, the British crowd's quite an advantage to them. So, you know, it was far easier to play in front of a Dutch crowd than it was a British crowd by a mile. You know, unfortunately, the standard of darts against me and Robert was awful, but I'm sure the rest of the guys throughout the night won't let you down.
How can you win this game?
Sorry?
How can you win this game?
We're very eager to win.
Yeah, of course, you know, obviously I want to play. I really wanted to play really well. And I really wanted to win big and heavy, but you know I didn't play well, but I still won. So you know that's in some ways the main thing. I really wanted to come here and play exceptionally well, but you know I didn't. So you know.
Well, what you gonna do to do that for the next time?
Next time, if I'm lucky enough to be invited, I will make sure I'm through to the O2 before I get here.
Better, yeah.
You're all laughing, I'm being serious.
Yeah. Okay. But why are
very lazy at the beginning of the Premier League, you know, and there's no excuses for that. You know how hard it is. You know that you're playing with the best players in the world, and if you're lazy, you pay the ultimate price. And I've paid the ultimate price, and I can't be disappointed because I know what I've done wrong. The problem is with darts, you always know what you've done wrong. If you don't know what you've done wrong, then it's a problem. But I know what I've done wrong, so, you know. I look forward to next year, hopefully I'll be in it, and if I am, I shall work a bit harder.
And what do you think, because for you it's relatively easy, because you did not understand the crowd, but when you turn it around, how is that for the Dutch players tonight?
It's going to be like every week that all the English players play.
And
if you find the odd member of the crowd that are being a little bit personal, a little bit nasty, it hurts and it's hard.
There are some.
There's always some.
Yeah.
There's always some. You go to a restaurant, there's always someone. You go to a bar, there's always someone. You know, so you know, I think they'll find it very different, But I'm sure they'll deal with it. You know, they're both world champions. They're both great dart players. But I think they'll be shocked. They'll be very shocked. Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Do you think it's easier to have the first match because of people aren't that drunk now? Or do you think it doesn't matter? Because the longer it takes, the more they drink, the more vocal they become?
I think that's kind of a strange statement. Not everyone in that crowd's drinking.
No, that's true.
And I believe that supporters and fans get caught up more in the atmosphere and the adrenaline rather than the small percentage that are drinking. So, you know, I kind of take that a little bit on the back foot because, as you asked the question, it's not everyone as a whole.
No, that's true. That's true. Always a few.
It's a few, you know, and there's a few everywhere. But I think, as a rule, the adrenaline and the atmosphere takes over by far more than drink on the few that are drinking. So, if you can't come to darts, become very loud and enjoy yourself, let your hair down, then you shouldn't be at darts. You know, it's one of the few family play games that you can actually still enjoy yourselves, not spend too much money, unlike your football and stuff and your rugby. And I think that's why a lot of people come and watch it, you know, because it's affordable for families. As I say, the Premiership football and the rugby is now perhaps outpriced themselves from the average family, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you get so much more time for your money.
True.
Yes, onwards and upwards to Hamburg. Hopefully I can play better than that. If I don't, I'll be going home very, very quickly. And, well, as I say, hopefully I'll play better.
You won't understand them as well.
Well, I might do. It depends, I might speak slower. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for your...
Thanks, team.